afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Chris Taylor. U.S. President Donald Trump has invited Chinese President Xi Jinping to visit the White House in Washington on September 24th for a proposed high-level summit. Trump also extended an invitation to First Lady Peng Liyuan during a state banquet hosted by President Xi in Beijing. Speaking at the event, Trump described Xi as "my friend" and said relations between the United States and China remain among the most consequential in the world. President Xi stated that both countries are major global powers and emphasized that cooperation between Beijing and Washington is essential for international stability. Xi also said both leaders agree that bilateral ties remain the world's most important relationship. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says reopening the Strait of Hormuz is in China's best interest, with Beijing expected to play a constructive role in restoring normal flow through the strategic waterway. Speaking to CNBC from Beijing, Bessent said China is likely to support reopening efforts, including through diplomatic engagement behind the scenes. He noted that China has a strong economic interest in ensuring stability in the region and suggested Beijing's influence with Iranian leadership could help ease tensions. Bessent is currently accompanying President Trump during his official visit to China. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has declared that Iran will never bow to pressure or threats, saying the world must understand that the country is unconquerable. Addressing the BRICS meeting, Araghchi urged member states to condemn attacks on Iran and said Tehran responds to respect with respect. He stressed that the Iranian people seek peace rather than conflict, but warned that Iran's armed forces are fully prepared to respond decisively to any aggression. The Iranian foreign minister also criticized the use of international institutions for political purposes and confirmed that the Strait of Hormuz remains open for commercial vessels in coordination with the Iranian Navy. For more on the regional developments and their global implications, we go to our correspondent James Wood in London.
International markets continue to closely monitor developments surrounding the Strait of Hormuz, given its critical role in global energy supplies. Analysts in Europe say any prolonged instability could affect oil prices, shipping routes, and investor confidence worldwide. Diplomatic efforts involving China, the United States, and regional actors are now seen as central to preventing further escalation. Officials across several capitals are also emphasizing the importance of maintaining uninterrupted commercial traffic through the strategic waterway.
Thank you, James Wood in London. Back home, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says Pakistan must now transform itself into an economic power with the same determination that made it a nuclear power. Addressing a federal cabinet meeting in Islamabad, the Prime Minister recalled the nuclear tests conducted in Chagai on May 28, 1998, describing nuclear capability as a defensive national asset. He paid tribute to late former Prime Minister Zulfikar Ali Bhutto and former Premier Nawaz Sharif for their contributions to the nuclear program. Shehbaz Sharif also highlighted the economic challenges arising from Middle East tensions and disruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. The Prime Minister praised national unity during Marka-e-Haq and commended the sacrifices made in the fight against terrorism. Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar has chaired an important meeting in Islamabad on tax policy proposals for the upcoming federal budget. The session reviewed measures aimed at broadening the tax net while increasing government revenue without placing additional burden on existing taxpayers. Officials discussed long-term reforms designed to improve taxation, encourage investment, and support sustainable economic growth. Ishaq Dar stressed the importance of practical measures to strengthen the economy and maintain investor confidence. Senior officials and ministry representatives also attended the meeting. We now go to Sarah William in Islamabad for more on the government's economic agenda.
Government officials say the upcoming federal budget is being shaped around economic stability and investor confidence. Sources indicate policymakers are focusing on widening the tax base while avoiding additional pressure on salaried and compliant taxpayers. Energy security, inflation management, and export growth are also expected to remain key priorities in the budget framework. Analysts in Islamabad believe the government is attempting to balance fiscal discipline with public relief measures amid continuing regional economic uncertainty.
Thank you, Sarah William, reporting from Islamabad. In another development, Qatar has assured Pakistan of continued support in meeting the country's energy requirements. According to PTV News, Qatar's ambassador to Pakistan, Ali Mubarak Ali Essa Al Khater, gave the assurance during a meeting with Petroleum Minister Ali Pervez Malik. The minister thanked Qatar for facilitating Pakistan's LNG supply and said Islamabad remains focused on securing energy supplies from friendly countries through proper approvals and coordination. The Qatari envoy also praised Pakistan's constructive role in promoting peace and dialogue during the Iran conflict. Both sides agreed to remain in close contact regarding additional LNG supplies. And finally, the Inter-Services Public Relations says the Army Rocket Force Command has successfully conducted a training fire of the indigenously developed Fatah I-4 missile. According to ISPR, the missile is equipped with advanced avionics and modern navigation systems capable of engaging long-range targets with high precision. The training launch was aimed at enhancing operational readiness and validating technical performance, accuracy, and survivability. Senior Pakistan Army officers, scientists, and engineers witnessed the successful test. President Asif Ali Zardari, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and the services chiefs praised the achievement, which follows the recent successful launch of the Fateh II missile system. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Chris Taylor.